All right, the tally is in. Let's see which one we're going to be picking here. We're going to go for the Fire Dokkaebi Lord. Let's see how well he does in Guild War. We're going to test him out, see how his passive works, and see how well of a mon he is. Hey, what's up YouTube? Mario here from Little Ladies up against a guild I cannot pronounce in the China server. We're going to be testing out the Dokkaebi Lords, the Fire one and the Dark one. Let's see how well they work. Is the fusion worth it? Are the elementals worth summoning for? Hopefully I can answer that question by the end of this video. Now for this first one, we are going to be using Moogwang, Rika, and Juno for this one. I put him on a speed HP build. Let's see how well he does with the damage. And then we have a cleave in 2 and 3. Now for the third one, I did want to see if we could ignore the Feng Yan's defense with the Claire lead and the skill 2. His passive makes it so he's going to be taking less damage if you have less defense than him. So I wonder if that has any factor with ignore defense. We'll see how that ends up. And then for the fourth one, we are going to be using Gapsoo on my Vero build. This was for giants, but we're going to just go ahead and test it out, see how well that works. Because he does do some damage with max HP, we're going to pair him with Cha-Cha and the Sillin. Now let's see how well these teams work. Usually with new mons, we butcher the first set of battles, but we do better in the second set. Okay, can we land a strip? Nice, we get the strip. Savannah using skill 2 there. We're going to use our skill 2. We got some dots all throughout. Okay, this Juno is dead already. I should have went with a Nora to make it a little bit safer. Even the Sath, I should have went with the Sath. That would have been a lot more fun. Now their HP is getting destroyed really quickly with these dots. That is a very interesting thing with Moogwang's passive. Each dot will be destroying HP. The unfortunate part though is that Perna has another life, so she will be coming back. We're going to try to put some more dots here. Okay, the Perna dies, comes back to life. And we're not going to be able to do much here. I really do think that Sath would have been a very interesting choice for this one. His passive would have paired very well with Moogwang's. And they probably would have died to the dots, honestly. But at this point, unless Rika procs here, we're probably screwed. We don't proc. The Moogwang is going to go down. And this one is going to be a loss, unfortunately. Now for this second one, we're going to use Galliantiana Poseidon. I just wanted to cleave this one. I could have went into it with KLE, but I didn't want to have to re-ruin it. Of course, we don't land the triple defense break. Can we get some pushbacks? We do get some pushbacks and a couple of stuns. Very clutch. We're going to kill the Harmonia here. Now it's a 3v2. We're going to try to get rid of the Vigor first. Nice. We get another stun on the Kinky. That's pretty huge. And now we're just going to work onto the Kinky. Hopefully, he doesn't proc like crazy. Okay, we're defense broken on the Poseidon, but I think we will be fine. We get a pushback, and we get the win. Now for this next one, we're going to try to snipe here. Unfortunately, another thing that went wrong is my Claire actually went before my Bethany. But we're going to go for the snipe anyways. And hopefully we can kill this Feng Yan. Of course that's going to happen. We're going to get parried the Platypus. We're going to go for the Manon. And at this point, it's pretty much a GG. We're not going to be able to win this one with the Feng Yan having the counter. If we touch him at all, it's going to be screwed. We're going to try to stun him up. Okay, we don't get the stun. We get the recovery block, which is decent. We go for skill 2, which I completely messed up. I should have went with skill 1. The Bethany is gone. And at this point, it's a loss unless we can outspeed a couple of times. We're going to use skill 3 here. Get half of our attack bar back. Okay. Ooh, unfortunately, the Praline is probably going to die to the dots. He does. And now it's a 1v2. We kill the Nora, but we lose to the Feng Yan. For this next one, though, this one's a very interesting match. We have the Gapsoo. I can't really pronounce his name. Let me know if I'm pronouncing it right. With the Cha-Cha and Isilin. The idea here is just to put a bunch of dots with them. And the Cha-Cha will be taking the attack from the Mi Ying, and the Gapsoo will be healing up anytime Iris takes a turn, so it's pretty nice. I think this team was a very solid counter for this defense, whereas the other one with Moogwang was just completely me testing it out, see if it can work. I put him to his limits and he didn't perform. Unfortunately, even though he's on Rage Blade with 100 crit rate, he's still not doing too much damage, honestly. I don't think I'd lean towards a damage build for him, more of a support. I'd probably go speed HP on Vio with some recovery in the artifacts and some minus water, wind, whatever you're going to bring them into. he did have minus light for this one. I guess this is more of an Asylin showcase because that HP lead is going to make him very tanky. The Seep is just going to be very tanky in general. I think his passive could be pretty nice into things like Iris, Perna, Molly, the things that passively heal, even some other healers. And his passive even procs whenever they get healed by the recovery buff. I think he's really solid as a dark tank. I'm not too sure what I'd use him with, honestly, other than this team. I think this is a really solid team, but I don't think this is very practical, and I know a lot of people don't have Asylin. So if you guys have any recommendations, let me know in the comment section below, whatever you guys have tried him out with for Guild War and Siege content. His skill 2 is pretty interesting. You can steal a buff, and you can also put branding on the unit. We don't get the branding, but we do steal the recovery buff. And at some point, they will be dying to all the dots. Look at all these dots here. Unfortunately, they go for Asylin, so we're not going to be throwing dots everywhere. There we go. We get some more dots. And at this point, it's a win. The panda will be going down. Alright. Now for the last one, we are going to use the revive team. I reruined my unit to Vamp Will, I believe, or Vamp Destroy, I can't remember. But then I accidentally reset it, so he went back to Vile Destroy, and then I reruined him again to Vamp Will. I think as soon as we get rid of the monkey, we should be fine. Okay, the monkey's gone. Now it's a 3v2. We're going to go for the Juno here. Unfortunately, we do stun her, so she's going to heal up a little bit. If she goes for the Ayunu though, and gets the kill on him, we are going to probably land the Oblivion on her. It's pretty nice that he has the accuracy lead. I never really pay attention to it, but it does come in pretty clutch. You can build him with some low accuracy and use his lead. I'm not even sure if the Juno will be able to kill him before she dies. Yeah, I think we might be able to snipe her first. I still need to build the Cian version of this one. That one could probably work really well in a lot of teams. Skill 2 into the Juno, we do finish her off, and now it's a 3v1 up against the Orion. We're going to skip it just because he does his little RNG BS. Alright, there we go. Now this battle was pretty bad, but let's see if we can do a little bit better in the second one. See if we can find a better team for Moogwang. Now for this next one, we are going to be testing out Moogwang with Nora and Asylin. So we're going to be getting a lot of dots. Hopefully we can win that one. Alright, let's see. Can we land the triple defense break here? We land 2 of the 3. Can we get some pushbacks? Unfortunately, we don't. The Shazam uses skill 3. And this is not looking good. Skill 2, healing of the Theo. Procs. It's over. It is over at this point. The one battle that I thought I would for sure win, and I'd actually end up losing it. Unfortunately, those procs were huge. We didn't get the pushback. It was just screwed. And we get countered. The Tiana's gone. The Poseidon's gone. It's over. We're just going to go ahead and skip it and go on to the fun match. Okay, we're going to use skill 2 here. Try to get some dots everywhere. We do have the immunity, so the Kinky won't be hurting us. Alright, no defense break on the Moogwang. We're going to go for a skill 1. Try to stun up the Molly. Okay, she's going to use the shield. Now, one issue is that they're probably going to target the Asylin, so we're not going to be able to throw on so many dots. Okay, perfect. A lot of dots on the Kinky. No shield on the Molly yet. We're going to use skill 2 now. Okay, very nice. We get the provoke on the Feng Yan. Proc by the Molly. We're throwing some dots. Pay attention to the HP. Look how fast we destroy the HP. More dots onto the Kinky. We want to get rid of this Molly. We're going to use skill 3. Okay, nice. We get the stun. Skill 4. Okay, look at all those dots go. Again, I think it'd be really nice to pair him with Sath. Now at this point, the Kinky's very low. We do land some more dots. He will be going down. We're going to try to get rid of this Molly. Try to put some more dots here. And just look at all those dots. They're going to be going down one by one. Okay, this was definitely a better showcase for him. Now for this next one, we're going to hit this Carcano, Miles, and Eladro with Laika, Nana, and Riley. We're just going to speed it up because this one's a really safe team. You go for the kills on them. The Eladro will get the revive, and you just keep going over and over until you get the win. Now we will be testing out Moogwang in Arena Interserver after this Guild War. So stay tuned so you can see a little bit more of him in action. I paired him up with Sass so we can see how well they combo together. And you'd be pretty surprised how well those teams work. Alright, all we have left is the Carcano, and the Laika will get the win. Now for this next one, we are going to be testing out Jespo with Cha-Cha and Camilla. This one's just going to take a bit of time, but it's pretty safe. I'd have to say, unless the Dominic goes crazy and kills the Camilla. I'd have to say that this one's going to be a bit boring compared to the Icilin one. I think I could have even went with the Dark Lich and that would have been a bit more fun. Maybe I'll test it out next time. Again, if you guys have any recommendations, let me know. I was trying to think of another free-to-play option that might go well with him. I couldn't really think of one. Maybe Joltson into something very tanky. But even then, it's probably not that good, honestly. Maybe Crawler would have been pretty fun. I should have tried that out. I think you could build him pretty tanky. He'd tank up all the damage with the HP lead, and then you use that passive and just do a lot of damage. I still haven't showcased Crawler, so we'll probably have to test that out at some point. I think that'd be pretty fun. But yeah, we get rid of the Dominic with the skill 2, and onto the last round. We're going to use the revive team again. Let's see how this goes. Okay, we're going to go for the Kaki first. We don't want to deal with him. If he procs like crazy, we're going to lose. He is on revenge though. Can we land the Oblivion on the Savannah? Alright, nice. We do land it. Hopefully she doesn't proc out of it though. Skill 2 coming out. Okay, please don't proc. Never mind, we kill her with the revive. And we're going to go for the Kaki next. Very nice. And he should be going down to the skill 1. We secured the win, and we did do a bit better this set. But we didn't really get to showcase Moogwang, so we're going to go ahead and use him in Interserver. We're going to use this pretty interesting team of Moogwang, Sath, Nora, and Icilin. Pay attention to how quick this goes. Alright, we're just going to throw some dots everywhere. We do get a proc. And we're just going to dot them up whenever we can. Skill 2 coming out, a bit more dots. Dots going with the passives. We're going to throw some more dots on them. Skill 2 with the Sath. We get the recovery blocks as well. And this team is just going to go down very quickly. It's a really tanky team. And it's just going to die to all these dots. Now the Moogwang is pretty tanky, so he can take some hits. We throw some more dots. Skill 4 coming out. And we get rid of 2 of the 3 at this point. As soon as that Wusa gets up, he's done for. There's no surviving these dots here. And now we're going to try this team into a very tanky Cardinal, Geldnir, Kinky, and Camilla team. They have the 44 HP lead, so they are going to be super tanky. Now normally I probably wouldn't bring this into a Camilla, but we just wanted to test it out. Can we stun here? Nice, we get the stun on the Geldnir. Skill 2 coming out. We don't get the provoke onto the Cardinal though. Another skill 2 from the Sath. We got some dots. We get the heal block on the Geldnir. More dots with the Icilin. The Cardinal will be taking a turn. We get some revenge dots. Very nice. Okay, he stuns up the Nora, unfortunately. We get a stun on him. Put some more dots with the skill 2. Now, would I say that this team is practical? Probably not, but it is pretty fun to use. I do like using dot teams on my AO from time to time. It can be pretty fun. In Interserver, it can also be pretty useful as well because a lot of them are tanky teams. I just want to bring it into Camilla, but it worked out pretty well in this team. We get some dots. Look at all the destroyed HP on that Camilla. Like, there's really not much they can do at this point. The Camilla can probably proc like crazy, killing everything. But if we land the heal blocks, there's not much she can do. Skill 2 coming out. We don't land the heal block. The Cardinal's down. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this for arena offense, Interserver offense. It's pretty fun. It can be pretty useful into some teams. Wouldn't bring it into water though, because it is very heavy fire. That's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We do have one little surprise. I did pull the water Dokkaebi Lord, so we'll probably test them out in this next week's Guild War. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe so you can see this guy get tested out in Guild War this week. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.